In life, we all face problems, some small, some big. But one thing is always true: running away from problems never solves them. In fact, when we avoid them, they often return even bigger and more frightening. This story teaches us that fear can only be defeated with courage, and every problem must be faced with the right mindset. Deep inside a forest surrounded by lush green hills, there was a huge cave. A kind-hearted rabbit lived there. All the animals in the forest loved him because he was always ready to help others whenever they were in trouble. One morning, the rabbit went out to search for food. He was tired of eating leaves every day and wished he could find something special, especially a carrot, his favorite food. Finding a carrot in that forest was almost impossible, but that day he was lucky. Suddenly, he spotted a fresh carrot. Filled with happiness, he decided not to eat it right away. Instead, he thought of taking it back to his cave and enjoying it peacefully. On his way back, trouble struck. Lost in joy, the rabbit didn't notice the slippery path. He slipped and almost fell into the river. Luckily, he grabbed a tree root and saved himself, but the carrot slipped from his hand and fell into the water. The rabbit ran along the riverbank, hoping the carrot would stop somewhere, but it floated away and disappeared beneath a deep waterfall. Tired and heartbroken, the rabbit returned to his cave. As he reached the entrance, his heart began to race. Fear spread through his body. With a trembling voice, he called out, "Who is inside my cave?" There was no reply. Gathering courage, he shouted again. Suddenly, a terrifying voice echoed from inside, saying it could break a rhino's bones and crush an elephant into dust. The rabbit froze in fear. He wondered how a small creature like him could face such a powerful enemy. Just then, a wolf passed by. The rabbit begged for help. The wolf confidently approached the cave and growled loudly, but the same thunderous voice echoed again. Terrified, the wolf ran away. Next, a tiger arrived and roared fiercely, believing his strength would scare the creature away. But after hearing that dreadful voice, even the tiger lost his courage and fled. A rhino then came stomping angrily, but one warning from inside the cave was enough to send him running. Even the mighty elephant tried, yet fear defeated him as well. When all hope seemed lost, a small frog hopped forward and offered to help. The rabbit hesitated, as everyone else had failed. But the frog smiled and said that size did not matter, he was still willing to try. The frog walked up to the cave and shouted bravely, asking the creature to come out and face him. This time, the voice inside trembled. Slowly, a tiny creature crept out of the cave. To everyone's surprise, it was just a caterpillar. The echo inside the cave had turned its small voice into something terrifying. All the animals burst into laughter, amazed at how such a tiny creature had created so much fear. This story reminds us that small problems should never be ignored, because they can grow bigger over time. Courage is more powerful than strength, and running away from problems never brings a solution. No matter how scary a problem seems, facing it with courage is the only way to overcome it. If you enjoyed this story, like the video, share it with others, and leave your thoughts in the comments. See you again in the next story.